A few days ago, someone showed this to me, and they were pretty excited because they believed that they were holding a 1 ounce gold bar. Now, I glanced at it, and at a glance, I could tell that it was, in fact, not a real gold bar. I was able to tell at a glance because of its size. This thing is way too big to be a gold bar. I will show you it next to a 1 ounce silver bar for comparison. There it is next to a 1 ounce bar of 3/9 fine silver. And so you can see that the gold bar is basically the same size as that silver bar. It's a little bit thicker, or the supposedly gold bar is about the same size as that silver bar. It's a little bit thicker. So just at a glance, I was able to tell that this is, in fact, not a real gold bar. Now, when I first saw this, it was outside, and in the sunlight you couldn't tell just how silver it was. But if you see it sitting here next to this silver bar, you'll notice that it is quite silver in color. Now maybe you can see some of this lettering around here. It looks like it's gold in color. Let me flip it over and show you the other side. This side is even more gold in color. I don't know for sure, but I suspect when this was originally made, when it was originally forged, and by that I mean faked, that it was gold plated. Right? They wanted this thing to look like it was gold, and I think this thing was gold plated to achieve that end. And as far as just the aesthetics of it go, it looks pretty good as a fake. It has all the appropriate markings on it. I'm going to flip it back over so we can look at the other side. It's a name that you probably recognize on here, this brand name that's on here. It looks like these bars are supposed to look. The one thing that I noticed in looking at it is it has the word 1 here instead of the numeral 1. I believe the gold bars from this company that I've seen in the past, they've had a numeral here. I don't know that for sure. I don't know if they've printed the word 1 on some of them. That was the only thing that I noticed, though, just in a quick glance. But otherwise, it looks like it's supposed to look. The name, the information, it's got the serial number on there. So whoever faked this bar went to a little bit of trouble faking it. But let's say you're going to go buy a gold bar. How can you tell that it's a fake? Well, first, become familiar with gold before you go out to buy any, especially before you go and spend $1,000 or $2,000 buying gold in a shot. Make sure you know what you are buying. If you don't have any experience with this sort of thing, make sure you do your research very well. This company does provide the dimensions for their gold bars. It is supposed to be 24 millimeters wide. If you have a caliper, you can check this, and you'll see that this one is in fact much closer to 30. It's about 28 millimeters wide. It is supposed to be 41 millimeters long, and again, you check that, and you will see that it is 50 millimeters long. So clearly this bar is much larger than it's supposed to be, and if you're familiar with it, you can tell just at a glance. Another quick and easy way to test gold is with a magnet. If this was 99.99% pure gold, as it advertises, it won't be magnetic. All right, and you'll notice that this is definitely attracted to a magnet, responds very strongly. That's a dead giveaway that this is a fake gold bar. Now, of course, gold is not the only metal that's non-magnetic. You'll notice that the silver bar is also non-magnetic. So someone could have taken a silver bar, made it to look like a gold bar, had the appropriate markings, and then gold plated it. So how could you tell if it was a silver bar? Well, if you're going to buy loose gold bars from someone you don't trust, which I would never recommend doing, but don't do it unless you are allowed to test them however you want. And one way that you could test to make sure that you are buying a real gold bar is to acid test it. These gold testing kits are cheap, widely available on the internet. You have your little scratch stone here. All right, now I'm going to be using the 18 karat acid when I test this. Again, I'm not testing to see if it's as pure of gold as it says it is. What I'm testing to see is, let's say it wasn't magnetic, and I want to make sure that it's not plated over silver, for example. I pour that 18 karat acid on there. I put way too much on, you only need a couple drops. All right, and then you'll notice that it dissolves whatever metal that is immediately. If it was silver, that 18 karat acid will react with the silver and it will turn a milky white color. So that's one way you can tell if something is silver or not, with that 18 karat acid. The guy who showed this to me, he did not buy it thinking it was gold. He acquired it in a box at an auction. It was a mixed lot of stuff. He had no idea this was in there until after he had bought the box. And so he did not pay anything extra for it, which is a good thing because this is garbage, really. My recommendation would be only buy gold from someone that you trust, someone who is a reputable dealer. Don't be taken in. There's a lot of fake out there. No one is going to need to sell gold for a low price. There's lots of places that you can sell gold quite easily. No one's going to need to make you a crazy good deal on gold. If something seems too good to be true, I guarantee you that it is. Don't be taken in by fakes like this.